Hello, and thanks for tuning in to our door installation video. Let's get started. Here we have a 36-inch by 80-inch opening, and we're going to be installing a 36 by 80-inch door unit. Our door units and the rough opening are the exact same, so there's no need for any kind of deductions. And our door, the turnkey door, actually installs a little bit differently than you may be used to, in that most storm doors simply install to the outside face of a column. Our doors have jambs on them, so they install to the sides of the columns, which now allows you to true the opening up perfectly for the door. And it also allows us, we have our jamb, which is called a flex jamb. We can actually move it in and out as well with shims, which I'll show you in a further step. But starting off, we have a door that is a left-hand outswing door, so it's going to be swinging out like this. So step number one is to install a plywood strip perfectly plumb on the same side as the hinges. Now that we have our plumb line laid on the post, we're going to install our plywood strip directly onto that. And we're almost ready to install the door. All of our doors come with the jamb on the hinge side already attached. So we simply take this door with the jamb attached, and this is a screw that is a placeholder, and we saddle it onto the plywood strip that we'd installed nice and plumb, and your door should be swinging. So take it like this, a little bit of support underneath, and all we're doing here is saddling the door onto that wooden jamb, and now it is simply in place, no screws holding in place. Now we're going to come in and screw these into the jamb all the way through into the plywood, take the set screws out and replace them with hinge screws. Hinge screws are supplied in our kit, and they are stainless steel screws 2 inches long. Simply close the door, align it where I want it to close in relationship to the other side of the jamb, and all we need to do right now is mark a couple of spots on this door so that when we install the jamb, there's no daylight at the top or bottom. There's a perfectly straight line. The door closes against the jamb, no daylight. So now we have our plywood strip installed nice and plumb on this post. We're going to install the other jamb leg, which goes on just like this. However, depending upon the application, there may be a slight variance in the opening height top to bottom. So to make sure the reveal stays nice and clean with our door, we have the ability to shim this jamb in and out by as much as 1/2 inch if needed. Now that you're satisfied with the reveal between the jamb and the door from top to bottom, you're ready to permanently install the jamb leg to the plywood surface. Now you're ready to install the lock in the door, which has a standard bore, and the instructions are in the box. And now that your lock set is installed and the door is closing perfectly, you've got the reveal top to bottom nice and consistent. The next step is to install the threshold as well as the header, and depending upon the conditions, there may be a need to slightly trim either one of these. And the final step in the process is to install the door sweep to eliminate daylight, bugs, and any possibility for weather to get in. That's it. You've successfully installed a Turnkey Oasis door. Thanks for watching.